what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are in a new Minecraft hardcore world. Okay, so we are back. It's been a fat minute since the last video on my channel, the last Minecraft video on my channel. For one, we're in a new Minecraft hardcore world. We had actually started a new Minecraft hardcore world in technically the last hardcore episode. However, I lost that world. So it's been too long, misplaced it. Don't think it ever got deleted. I genuinely think it just got misplaced. So we didn't make a ton of progress in that one. It was only one episode. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go on in and we're going to make a completely brand new world. So first off, we have some mods. We have some quality of life mods. Nothing too crazy. However, these mods are nothing too crazy. We've actually done these mods on the last hardcore world. It's just to basically bring in a little bit more quality. It's really just quality of life stuff, to be honest with you. And the purpose of that is I'm kind of bored of just default Minecraft. And there's certain things that are a little bit tedious that I wanted to end up ramping up. For example, cutting down a tree. Yes, it's the most basic thing to do. However, I wanted to just make it that much better. So basically, you'll just see me do this now. If I crouch and I cut down the tree, it cuts down the whole tree and it replaces the sapling. Now, the thing with that is it does take as long as the tree actually is. So if a tree is bigger, it's going to take longer. So that's kind of that. Now, one of the mods that we did end up adding is a village. Is like world generation. It's nothing too crazy, but it makes the worlds just a little bit, I think, more grand. Also, there are some structures that are going to spawn that are not in normal vanilla Minecraft. But the mods that we do have basically are going to keep a lot of vanilla stuff and just kind of keep that vanilla feel, that overall vanilla feel that we want to go for. So, you know, first thing, you get the sheep, you get the wool, and I do want some kales, some nice steak. Like, there's a lot of sunflowers here. I feel like you evaded me well, but I still want the steak, so I'm sorry. If I can. Okay, we're seeing my Minecraft skills in action. Like I said, it's been a fat minute. So if you guys are wondering, yes, I do have shaders on. These shaders are the complementary shaders mod. It is keeping true to that vanilla-esque feel. So we didn't want to change a whole lot. If there are any other mods that kind of just help with quality of life that you guys can think of, please do leave a comment down below and I'll go ahead and check them out and see if they are something that I want to bring into this hardcore world. So just to give you guys a little bit of a goal for this series, of course, we want to go ahead and beat the Ender Dragon. We want to go ahead and beat the Wither. Technically the Elder Guardian, even though he's not like anything too crazy, right? Like, we want to kind of beat everything. The Warden as well. We want to basically do all the achievements, or advancements, if you want to call them that. We want to do all of that stuff, you know, the basic Minecraft stuff. We do have a personal goal in mind as well. That personal goal is to build a zoo. And I've always wanted to do a zoo in Minecraft. It's just something that kind of has always interested me, like collecting every mob and just having them kind of on display. So that's going to be a goal for us in this series. Just basically try and collect every mob, have one for cows, have one for sheep, have one for, you know, a pen for, I don't know why I would take this, but I'll take it. But yeah, so that's just going to be a personal goal for us. Hopefully we can go ahead and do that. Now, of course, this is a hardcore world. So one of the things that we're going to have to go through is trying to survive. So, it does add that extra challenge because certain mobs are going to end up being a lot harder to bring back without dying. I also just realized if I want every mob, do I don't know if I can get a warden. It's interesting. If you guys do want the seed, that's the seed for this world. I believe the mod pack that I am using is technically called Optifabric, but I did add a couple of more mods. See some lava. And a burning tree. So, yeah. Ooh, a little cat. Now, ooh, cartography table. Bit of bread. A couple of maps. Another bundle. I did not know that we can actually put bundles in bundles. I was just trying to stack them, but that'll work. So yeah, basically, I actually haven't done like a proper hardcore world, or just even not even a hardcore, just a world in general in a very long time. So that'll be something that's going to be interesting for us here. Let's see. Okay. Another bundle. Okay. Now that I know I can do that. I mean, this is a little bit of a haul right here. It looks like this house was the one that caught on fire. Don't hear any more fire. Oh, I do hear a decent amount of fire. Okay. Now, one thing is location. Location. Where do I want a house to end up being? Okay, so I just upped my render distance and it is now raining, so that's kind of unfortunate. However, I'm probably gonna end up living here. Bro, what are these called? Cherry blossom? This cherry blossom biome? Maybe I live on that hill over there. I could technically live on this hill as well. I mean, this hill's not that bad. And now, of course, there's that lava that I'm not too big of a fan of. There's also an acacia biome. Which is nice. This was spawn right over there. Okay, maybe this is the turn off for this specific hill. Although, what is that? Why is that all shiny? I know you can barely see it because it's super foggy down there. That's interesting. Okay, I need to desperately, for one, make a bed. So let's do that. And then for two, I need to make a furnace. Pumpkins, that's good. We'll go ahead and gather that as well. So one thing as well, just to let you guys know, as this is kind of the return to Minecraft. Hey, this is Editor Brian here. Quick note before we really get into this episode. When I originally recorded this episode, I talked about a different direction for the channel. Since then, I've had some time to step back, rethink things, and really lock into what I want this channel to be. Going forward, this channel is going to be fully focused on Minecraft. That includes this hardcore series along with other projects like challenge-style videos, minigames, and adventure or puzzle maps. Later this week, you'll also see the first episode of a brand new SMP I'm starting called Evergreen SMP, which I'm really excited to share. For everything outside of Minecraft, I'll be posting that over on my other channel, Yoda Plays. That's where you'll find a variety of games like Arc Raiders, Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, and whatever else I'm playing along the way. I really appreciate everyone who stuck around or is just finding the channel now. With that out of the way, let's jump back in. Okay, so we are gonna probably end up, I don't know about, well, we're gonna set up a little base here. And I know respawn point was set, but like really doesn't matter because respawn point really isn't gonna do anything. If we die, we die, you know? So yeah, we're gonna end up building kind of around here. I don't really have an idea for a base. Obviously my last base was kind of in the ground. It was TikTok inspired. I always wanted to have kind of a base that would let's see how this is taking longer because the tree's bigger. It did, however, take far less than what like a normal thing would take, but it's fine. It's quality of life. The whole point is I want to be able to gather stuff quicker, and trees are kind of like one of the annoying things. Did that? I didn't even place the sapling down. Oh, it's because I probably hit it. My bad. Testing mods, you know, trying to get back on that. To be fair, I don't really want that there anyways. We want kind of a base that's gonna end up being right around here. And we are just gonna grab everything. Everything kind of ends up falling, we pick it up. So that's kind of what we're going to end up doing here, I think I want a base that kind of overlooks this village. Whereas, you know, when you're in the village, you can kind of see the base up here just, you know, being super cool. And then when you're down there, or when you're up here, you can see the village. So that would be cool. Definitely nighttime, so we should be able to sleep. Perfect. Skip the day, get the rain out of here. The goal here is we're going to go ahead and we are going to go down a cave. And I didn't realize that there's caves kind of just spotted around everywhere. There's also some hay bales that I ended up needing to grab. I'll go ahead and do that in a second as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get mining. Let's get some kind of resources. I also just realized I don't even have cobblestone. So that might be something that I end up needing to grab before I get out of here. I think there was a cave over here, or am I thinking of where I was 2 seconds ago? I'm thinking of where I was. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's not a cave. There's cobble though. And that is exactly what we need. So we're going to go ahead and make a couple of stone pickaxes. I see a zombie over there. Hopefully you burn before you get to me. No? All right. And that is my first one. He also hit big. So that's going to end up being something that we're going to have to, you know, really be protective of. For one, we're going to end up needing to make some sort of armor. Probably ends up being some iron armor. We now have some tools. We're gonna go ahead and go mining, and just kind of do a little bit of mining. Hello, sir. You have an iron shovel. I also don't have coal, but there's coal there, so that'll be good. I went ahead and turned up the brightness for you guys. For some reason, it's on 50. I kind of always play on max. Max brightness just ends up looking nicer. So let's go ahead and get this coal. It is a little dark for you guys. I'll go ahead and make some torches real quick. Oh, okay. I forgot that in shaders, I'm holding a torch you guys can see. So I will probably be holding this torch a lot when I'm in caves. For one, I can see better. For two, you guys can see better. So that's a bonus. Went ahead and grabbed all the coal as much as I could anyways. And let's see. So we got some copper. We have a creeper over here. These are actually like probably the most dangerous guys to end up facing right off rip, because their explosion does a lot. So as you can see, yeah, if he would have exploded me, been anywhere close with me not having any armor, even with armor really, they are super dangerous. They've ended my world before, and I believe I was wearing armor, and they'll probably end my world again. So we need to be careful. We need to be aware of creepers and kind of just be careful of them. The biggest thing right now is I need armor. Before I go into this cave kind of below me, I need to get iron. I need iron pretty badly. Otherwise, I am pretty much a free lunch for the mobs down there. So if you guys do have any sort of mods that you want added, please leave a comment down below and we'll go ahead and check them out eventually. This looks like probably a good spot to look for iron. However, if I fall, I am dead. I'm not seeing anything in terms of iron, and iron is what I need. One thing that I've noticed is iron is so much more rare than it once was. And it's probably since they added like copper and did the whole like cave update. It feels very scarce. And for someone in hardcore, playing only on one life, probably not good. So we need to be careful of that. Find our iron. Get geared up. All right, we went ahead and slept. If you can see Bodhi in the background, he is kind of limpy right now. Oh, technically I don't think you guys have ever met any of my dogs, because these are I've got actually within the past year. So that was Bodhi. He's just sitting down. My golden, he is 1 year old. We also have Bailey, who is much smaller, also a golden retriever. Both young pups, and you might see them here and there throughout the background. So yeah, keep an eye on that. But probably not terribly often, but we'll see. More Bodhi than Bailey. Bailey right now, she's kind of a little young for me to be able to just trust her on the go and not bite cables or anything like that. You know, she's a little much with that. As well, something that I've kind of thought of is, I don't know how long to kind of keep episodes going. Do you guys want to see more of an uncut you know, adventure, a little bit more cut, and you're seeing kind of the main events? Like, I know like something like this, for example, is probably boring to watch when you're just seeing somebody go mining. And I mean, I feel like every single series that kind of like a let's play, I can keep it let's play style. Let's play is like you just following along with me. I can also just keep it a little bit more trimmed down. You're seeing the more exciting bits, you know. Whatever you guys want to see, let me know. And we'll kind of do that. You might see some of these episodes be streamed down the line. Twitch.tv/YodaIsDUHman if you guys do want to check me out. I am trying to get back into the swing of things, just like I am on YouTube. But yeah, right now, like episode wise, like I'm thinking like 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minute like episodes, something not too crazy. But like if it is that long or that short, technically I should, you know, give you guys the good parts. Entirely what you guys want is what I will end up doing. So leave a comment with, you know, along with the mods if you guys have any recommendation. All right, there's all the concrete. It's got the concrete recipe. Concrete is actually super good. One of the probably most cosmetic, not cosmetic is not the word, most appealing blocks in the game, I would probably say. Ooh, iron. We finally found our first bits of iron. Let's go. Caves are probably the most dangerous area. Caves and like the nighttime. That's why I'm gonna try and end up skipping as much as I can. One thing as well is I do want to go ahead and try and beat the Ender Dragon. Not necessarily as quickly as possible, but quicker than I did in the last one. In the last one, it genuinely took me forever. I think it took me 1,000 days or something like that. Something crazy. And it was just because I was going so slow. And I was just kind of going at my own pace. Now, yes, I do want to enjoy what I'm doing. I don't want to get burnt out. I also don't want to feel like, okay, I've beat the Ender Dragon. Now, you know, it's on to the Wither. And then after beating the Wither, it's like, cool. Like, I've now beat the Wither. Like, what do I do? Like that is something I'm kind of scared of, and I don't want to just rush into that. I think that's why last time I also prepared super well. Like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get the best. Ooh, hello, you are a skeleton and you have armor. Maybe I just get past you. Yeah. So how many pieces? We only got 6. Like iron pickaxe, and that's about it. Like, we can't really get diamonds. I'm starting to see a lot of mobs down there. Found another piece of iron, so that's going to be good. As well, you probably are going to end up seeing me skip a lot of ores.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And that, like, you know, if I see like a diamond, where you guys are probably going to end up seeing the diamond and I'm not, or you guys are going to see the iron and I'm not. I apologize in advance. I realize that when you're watching a video, you can kind of spot things more. Whereas when you're actually recording and, you know, trying to talk, it's a little hard to find certain things. A little harder, I should say, to spot certain things. So hopefully that's not too difficult on my part. Also, I hope the microphone sounds okay. We did in like the last, I'm going to stop saying the last hardcore. But we were using this for the first time and I liked the sound of it. However, settings have now changed, and that was just kind of personal preference to better. Oh, hello. There's a lot of mobs to end up making in hopes to make it sound better. Sorry. So I don't know if this is going to end up sounding better. I am kind of also messing with OBS settings since I am getting back into it, trying to figure out the best. I've been recording the Battlefield 6 stuff and just as kind of a test, see if my, for one, PC can actually run it, for two, well, record and run the game. I know I can run the game. I did fine as far as recording. The only thing is I did realize that my friends are a little too low, so trying to figure that out, and I'm a little too loud, so kind of equal out everything. So I do want to go ahead and do that for you guys, try and give you guys the best experience that I possibly can. This creeper is in the worst possible spot. I want to go over there, and I want to, I would like, okay. Maybe I should be using, okay, that's, skeletons are actually a pain. Oh, there's a lot of skeletons. Okay, let's get out. Let's get out. Let's get out. So that's kind of the way that hardcore is. Just, you know, choose your battles. I probably should put, I don't really need, I don't need the wooden pickaxe. It's right there. Hello, Skelly. Iron down there that I can go ahead and easily get. Might do that. I do want to get this as well. However, that guy is kind of scaring me. I also have run out of my pickaxes. I made multiple pickaxes in hopes that this wouldn't happen. And guess what? It happened. This is pretty much your prototypical, you know, hardcore series. You just got to be super careful. Be, you know, not aggressive. I also kind of like the world, so I don't want to lose it. And have to start over. Like, that's just not what I want to do. We did make it to Darkstone. I can't remember what it was called. Deep Slate, I think. So we're gonna have to be careful of that. This though is definitely a really good cave for us. Get as much resources as we can. It's a ravine that turns into a cave. Those are kind of always ideal because the ravine is usually safe. I do want to build a house also relatively quick. I don't really have any ideas. Like I said, I kind of want something that's overlooking the village, just because I think that would be cool. So we'll probably end up doing that in some capacity. Looks like we are good. I'm gonna take one look down here, make sure that I get all the iron. Go ahead and kind of just go down. There's a big vein right here. Glad I didn't leave yet. We are now at 40. So we were at like 26, just kind of going down a couple more stretches. We have found a lot more. I do hear the zombie. However, I think we're good. I don't think he'll come over here, so we should be fine. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, we're back in the cave. Sick. Here's the exit. Perfect. That is exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, this is where I entered. Cool. So we'll go ahead and put just a torch kind of here, 2 torches, and that'll kind of mark the entrance of the cave for us. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. I do appreciate you guys joining episode 1 of the Minecraft Hardcore World. We are just getting started. The house is gonna end up being right behind us, directly on that hill, and gonna end up, you know, overlooking the village, and I can't wait for it. If you guys did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot, and I honestly don't know how long this video is gonna end up being, but hopefully not too long. So enjoy, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.